I don't know what to say about Diane. I thank her for letting me come up when my brother died. I thought that was nice of her. Do I think she was doing it for for good intentions? Do I think she was transparent when she told me that she's doing it because she feels bad for me, like what, or was she doing it because she was trying to get back at Laura, or doing it because she was trying to get back at like makeup mobster, you know, using it as an example, kind of like as a like, ammunition towards them. And a part of me thinks that, I do. Like she was doing it to get back at Laura, had me up on there talking about my brother. But then it was a part of me that didn't. So I was kind of like in between. But now, like that all of this was exposed, her whole life has pretty much been like plastered all over the fucking internet. I think more, you know, every day that she maybe had me up because she was trying to get back at Laura. Um, it makes sense. I mean, she's been quite quite the dishonest person, right? Through this whole ordeal. And I remember when she wanted me to call her, and I was not going to do it alone for sure, no way. So I always knew, like, in the back of my mind, when she had kind of asked me to call her, um, keep in mind, like, what was I going to get out of that if I would have called her? Like, you know, is she going to like try to explain that she's innocent? Is she going to try to explain like that they're all lying? Like, why would she want me to call her? So I never called her. I was too scared to call her. I think a lot of people didn't expect what Diane did. I don't think, yeah, I didn't expect it. Now, I will say that when I was friends um, with MGL, I remember this was like a year before Diane was busted out. MGL and I got into a little argument on the phone because Molly was trying to tell me that Diane was a scam artist, and I didn't want to believe her. And then Laura would call her that, and I didn't believe her. And then Savage would call her that, and I was just like, I'm not going to listen. And then Katie started calling her out, and it's like all of these bigger YouTubers are calling out this woman, and I'm like thinking, like, I try to see the best in everyone when I first friend them. Like, I don't see the bad. Maybe it's because I am a naive person. Okay. So I wanted to see the best in Diane because I always thought she was a really cool YouTuber. But the more people that called her out, we're talking Dave, MGL, Laura, Katie, Savage, like one after the other. I was like, every time somebody would leave her camp too, they would call her out, and it just got to be too much. And then I guess Corey and Tiffany were the ones that actually kind of brought it out, and it's kind of weird because I think of it now, like what happens if Tiffany and Corey would have never brought it out, right? And Diane would have just kept up with her channel, because that's what would have happened, right? She would never stop. Do you think Diane would have told us if she wasn't called out that not all of the donations were going to St. Jude? Probably not. Because bigger YouTubers were calling her out before Corey and Tiffany called her out. Remember when Katie went after her and Katie just wouldn't stop. And I think Savage went after her. If I'm not mistaken. Dave went after her. That didn't do anything. Diane just kind of just sat back, and she didn't even care. They went live that night. The day Dave doxed her. Dave doxed her whole life all over the internet. And she and Wendy go live that very night. And I'm just like, dude, they're not gonna like address him. They're not gonna say anything. Like, that doesn't bother her that Dave just doxed her house, her name, her address, and nothing happened. She just went live, carried on. And then Corey and Tiffany kind of throw it out there that she's scamming, and the whole entire community just freezes, you know? Yeah. I mean, just everything stopped, right? And that's when everybody just left the camp. Now, I don't think she'll ever own it, because she knows if she does own it, you understand, like, she doesn't think she did anything wrong. So for someone that already thinks they didn't do anything wrong, they're not going to come back and admit they did anything wrong. Because they know, I mean, the second she says that, yeah, we're going to make her cough up with some money. It's nothing's going to happen to her. I think her karma definitely is coming. She doesn't have a channel anymore. Like, she's not making money. Sure, like by now,